What's going on, guys? Today is the day for the Season 3 patch notes. They just dropped. I'm excited to check them out. Let's see how the meta is going to shake up a little bit in the next season. Alright, patch notes. We're going to be checking out Season 3. Let's see what they have done to my Vanguards. As a Vanguard main, I always get to have the best or the worst first. So let's check it out. Everfrost. Everfrost is going to be seeing a nerf again. Getting a strange treatment with back-to-back dunks. Damages, survivability, and diamond form are taking a slight hit. Trading a bit of offense for more glam. Where's the glam? Alright, reduced telepathic pulse damage at 99 and 100 energy, it looks like. So top damage is down about 10 from 120 to 110. And 100 energy is down from 150 to 140. So a little bit of a nerf at that top charge. I mean, she's going to be shredding a little less when she is actually played well. I know a lot of people struggle to even get her in max charge at lower rank, so she's just gonna be miserable at low rank, which is fine. Reduced diamond form damage reduction from 30 to 25%. That's negligible. That's fine. Reduced energy cost of psionic seduction. Oh, okay. From 3,700 to 3,400. Just 300 less energy. Gets your ult a little faster. Though I think how ults work. Having that less damage, I think she's not really going to get her ult any faster. It's like a 10% drop, and she does about 10% less damage, so, alright. The thing, this is what I'm excited for. I'm really excited for this, I won't lie to you. We're not afraid to say it, it's clobbering time. Number one thing that had me hyped in the dev vision. Smoother moves, more utility, time for more pain with your brothers and sisters in arms. New ability, Battle Blitz. This is it. This right here. Right here. The thing leaps towards enemies, gaining the damage reduction. So it works like the teammate leap, and he still gets the damage reduction. And leap targeting distance is 20 meters, so it's pretty much an additional jump. And his Stone Haymaker now knocks down flying enemies. So if you jump and immediately charge that swing and hit them, they drop to the floor like they would if Penny snared them or if Bucky hit them with the orb. So this also is just going to work on low flying enemies. It will still knock them down, similar to how Hulk knocks things down if he jumps into them. Shout out my boy Hulk, who has not gotten a buff. He's still just kind of sitting there in the trenches. And he's not made it any easier to do exactly what they're trying to make Thing do here. So it's kind of sad. But my boy Thing... speaking of Thing, we are doing a Thing cosplay stream that's going to be happening about a week out from this video, but of course it's going to be when the patch drops. That weekend, Thing cosplay. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. I will be returning for that. And we'll also be streaming this weekend as well if I get this video out. But anyway, be there for that. We're going to be playing a lot of Thing because I'm super excited. He's going to be anti-air and anti-dive. I think he's going to be incredible this season. He's got so much mobility. Venom has a stickier grip. His control after diving in is now slightly more terrifying. So he's getting a little more slow, 10% more slow on his cellular corrosion. Match that with Hela and the team up. I think he's going to be pretty obnoxious. There's going to be a lot of slows, a lot of tendrils out. So you'll be seeing some Venom team up, I do believe. I don't think he's really going to get banned for it unless the Hela team up is just that problematic. I think we've yet to see how it works, but Hela was strong enough. Now she's going to be able to really easily charge a full secondary and just nuke somebody. Alright, on to the Duelist. Human Torch getting a little bit of a nerf, but I know he's getting a team up. Reduce fire cluster damage per projectile from 6 to 5.5. Okay, that's a little bit, sure. Reduce Supernova Ultimate Activation Shockwave damage from 80 to 75, and the Tornado's dot from 120 to 110. So a little bit, not even 10% drop in these, and he's going to get a 5% damage boost for being an anchor for Spider-Man now. So if he's really, you might see a 2 to 3% damage drop off on Torch. So if you play Torch, I wouldn't worry about these nerfs. They're kind of whatever. Iron Man. Thank God. Less poke from Iron Man. Reduce the first 2 repulsor blast hits from 40 to 35 and 50 to 45 while in armor overdrive. Say 5 damage less. You know, it is something. I'll say that for sure. but increase energy costs of invincible pulse cannon from 2800 to 3400. So he will be poking a little less, and he will also not be rewarded as well for just poking all the time because he won't get as much ult charge. Mr. Fantastic nerf makes me a little sad. I need to stop talking about my favorite characters because they listen. And when they listen, they nerf them. He is getting a 50 bonus health reduction, 400 to 350 in his big mode, or inflated state, as proper English speakers say. But it's kind of negligible. I'm not really too worried about it. It's more about weaving in between his forms to really be, staying alive anyway. So 50 health, I'm not really worried about that. He wasn't that good, so I'm guessing he just doesn't get that hard of a nerf. The Submariner, Namor, he's getting increased trident and projectile damage from 70 to 75, and his speed is increasing from 120 to 150. 25% faster tridents. Okay, that's something. He's going to be much better against flyers and stuff now because his tridents aren't so slow. Increase the Wrath of the Seven Seas projectile speed from 120 to 150. Okay, alright, yeah, so he is going to be slinging. I mean, that's cool. We're going to be seeing more Namor, for sure, because he's going to be a lot easier to use. Scarlet Witch Ultimate is getting more Hextra. Okay. Reduce max slow rate. Okay, so she's getting 35% to 25% slow on her ultimate, and increased damage from 750 to 850. Oh, boy, okay. So she's going to be able to kill things through their ultimates, mind you. Some ultimates did give you enough bonus health. I think a couple still do, but like Storm and Luna and a couple of those bigger ones, she's going to be able to just nuke through them. So if you hear a Storm ult and you start your Wanda ult and they don't have much to stop you, you can just kill them. Okay. I think that's going to be fun to watch for. Because she's a little faster too. So you're going to be able to kind of be more strategic with your, hide behind your walls and coming out a little quicker. That'll be good. I think her ult's going to be a lot more usable now because really it's not very usable at its current state. Spider-Man. Oh no, there's not more, is there? I thought it was just the team up. Okay. He had an anchor bonus. So he had that 5% damage. Okay, never mind. This does nothing. It actually does nothing. Okay. 50 to 55, 5% bonus. And then, 55 to 60, not even a 5% bonus. But yeah, roughly that 5% damage is just getting replaced. His basic attacks are not getting buffed, though. So he's actually taking a slight nerf. Because, it's a 5% drop on his basic attack. So, not the biggest deal, but it is something to keep in mind. He will do, 5 less damage per hit. But he's getting a second tracker with his team up, so. Punisher, I definitely saw Punisher getting nerfed. Is it just the turret? Oh, okay. Reduce calling turret projectile damage from 12 to 10. Damn. 20%, and decrease spell field damage from 12 to 10. Did I say 20? Anyway. 12 to 10. So 20% drop off on turret damage. That's kind of I mean, that's a lot of damage difference, really. But I don't think, his turret wasn't that problematic, in my opinion. Increase the energy cost of Final Judgment, so he will also be doing less damage, building less charge because of his less damage in his turret, and he also has about a 10% increase in energy cost charge. So, or energy cost for his ultimate. Whatever. I don't think he's going to see too much issue with that, but 20% less on his turret. I just wouldn't even use his turret most of the time, in my opinion. It's good for, taking a hit. Winter Soldier, Bucky's getting a little more dangerous from downtown. So his primary is going to have a max fall off at 40 meters from 60 to 70%. Okay, so he actually will be doing a little more damage from a distance, which is pretty much the only thing he lacks, so that's really good. Wolverine, they are taking a slight hit. Oh no. That's fair though, because I think Wolverine we're going to see a lot of, with Phoenix being new for one and getting that team up with Phoenix. I really hope they talk about the team ups down here because this is exciting. Wolverine might be really, really strong with that team up. Just because all he's needed is lifesteal, and now he has it. Increase Feral Leap strike duration from 4 seconds to 5 seconds. And increase its cooldown from 12 seconds to 15 seconds. The strike duration from 4 to 5. And increase its cooldown. I'm trying to understand what that means. I think that's like the amount of time. I don't think it's the amount of time you carry someone. I don't know. Interesting. I'll have to see if somebody else that's smarter than me has figured that out. Anyway, Invisible Woman. All right, Strategist. Sue's healing is a little more reliable. Increased orb projection healing on launch from 42-45, and damage from 22-25. Reduce healing on return. And oh, okay. So it's gonna do more damage going out and less damage coming back. So it literally does not change anything if you're consistent in or hitting your shots. It's just now you will definitely get 5 more if you hit it the first time and they don't move out of it. Fine. Whatever. Loki, God of Mischief, needs slightly more energy for his ultimate. 4,000 to 4,300 on Loki's ult. Okay. Mantis's healing touch grows and her ultimate is more potent. I was pretty excited about this. Mantis needed some healing. And some help in general. Healing Flower, new effect, heals allies by 2.5% a second, reduce base healing from 20 to 12.5. Oh, okay. So she's just going to be more effective at healing her tanks. That's really cool. I like that. Increase energy cost of Soul Resurgence. Increase bonus max health from 100 to 150. I feel like the 600 energy difference for her ult is not really called for here. But the 50 extra bonus health is nice. You will die a little less. Ultron. Alright, I'm interested to see this one. Because Ultron has been like the most polarizing character in this community. Everybody's like, oh, he's broken. Oh, he's trash. Oh, he's broken. Oh, he's trash. Like, it's just back and forth this whole time. Ultron's gonna have to update his software. His defenses are taking a slight hit. His defenses? He's a little less of a team player, which seems fine by him. So reduce dynamic flight acceleration effect time from 8. Wow, really? Damn, that really wasn't that, like, he's really slow without that acceleration. Okay. And reduce imperative firewall bonus health to self from 75 to 65 into allies. Oh, okay. Okay. So somebody said they nerfed his healing. They were incorrect on this. That's his bonus health. That's his shield. So his shield that is applied to enemies around you and whoever has your turret, or not your turret, your healing bot, that's the shield. That is not his healing. I thought, somebody said they nerfed his healing. I was about to lose my mind. I was like, his healing's not even that good. Like it's good at what it does, but it does not need to be any less. But yeah, like the acceleration I think is what's going to hurt me personally, because I really kind of rely on that to get out of some tough spots. But overall, patch seems solid, you know, nothing too wild. I don't think a lot's gonna change personally. I kind of want to review this just a touch before we get into team ups, because it wasn't that long of a patch. But I think like that 10 a second difference on Emma, that might hurt a little bit for people who are good with her. I think the Thing he's the winner of this patch. Just he got a new ability for free, like, and a new effect. Like he just got anti-air slapped on him for free. He had no changes. He just got another jump and the ability to knock out enemies. That's awesome. I think the biggest loser here, Namor also is a pretty big winner. I think Namor, as far as DPS, biggest winner here. I think the team-ups are really going to make the difference for some of these. But realistically, like Mantis having tank healing, that's solid. Ultron, I think, is a pretty big loser. Granted, the only real loser there, because everybody else is kind of a balance, or Loki got a slight nerf. But yeah, Ultron's the loser for the Strategist for sure. Punisher probably the loser for the DPS. Namor's the winner there. And then, yeah, obviously there's only 3 changes to Vanguards. I wish there was more. I want to see some Thor. I want to see some Hulk updates. Like, I want to see him do some stuff. Maybe we'll see it in 3.5. But as far as team ups, these were fun. All right, new ones. Ever-burning bond, Human Torch, Spider-Man. With great friendship comes great firepower. So yeah, Torch gets the anchor. Spider-Man no longer has one. And then he gets Inferno Blast, which we did see a little bit in the dev vision. That is going to be a second ability he gets to shoot. That works like the Spider Tracker. It does a little bit of damage over time. So it does a little bit of damage, so you'll get that extra DPS. So Spider-Man is going to be back to one-shot comboing. He will be, because now he didn't have the Venom anymore. Now he has this, so you can apply that, and then your secondary tracker shot, uppercut. You know, you Spider-Man managed to get it, but yeah, he will be doing more damage. He has another piece of utility in his kit, so Spider-Man is going to be a problem again. Primal Flame. This is what I'm excited about. I'm very excited for this, actually. Phoenix Wolverine. Phoenix gets a 10% boost in damage output. I know it means nothing because she's not out yet, but Wolverine gains Phoenix Warrior ability. This seemed to allow his attacks for a moment of time to do extra damage over time and then also heal him. So he has self-healing and he has a little extra damage. So he's going to be shredding tanks while also keeping himself healthy. So between his passive and that, I think he's going to be really, really strong. Especially if you have any kind of like beefier HP tanks. Thing is going to be really strong right now. You can't kidnap him, but he can take a lot of damage from that. Venom also getting a slight buff in the Hela thing. I think he's going to be in there. I think Hela with the tendril though, in the orb, that's going to be a problem for Wolverine. Alright, Stark Protocol. Oh, no, I missed one, sorry. Adjusted or removed. So, ESU alumnus, Spider-Man, Squirrel Girl. So this one was removed. Right? Yeah, it's just removed. Okay. Stark Protocol, though, goes to Squirrel Girl, and she's going to get the Squirrel Missile ability, giving you a gauntlet that the squirrel rides on top of and homes to an enemy. So she gets some kind of basically anti-air explosive squirrel. It said no squirrels were harmed in the making. Storm Ignition. So Storm Human Torch is getting dropped because Torch is now with Spider-Man. Symbiote Shenanigans, Hela is getting added. That's going to add Hell Tendrils, which will get the tendrils onto her orb ability. I know they're also, they are nerfing Guardian Revival, which thankfully they didn't just nerf Adam Warlock again with this one, because I know Sentinels actually stole a game going 3-0 once they swapped to Revive Comp recently, which is so cool. But it was like 0-2 and then they swept. It was really sick. But anyway, Revive Comp was the problem there. It wasn't Warlock, it wasn't Mantis, it wasn't Star-Lord, it was the passive. So they nerfed the passive, takes an extra 15 seconds for that to come back up to get that additional revive. So, yeah, valid. Symbiote Shenanigans. Oh, wait, really? They're going to buff Jeff's thing too? Slightly increasing the power on Jeff's end of a team ability. Okay, yeah, so Venom all day. Venom, Hela, Jeff, you're going to see a lot of. Increased Guardian of the Deep, maximum bonus health from 50 to 100, and max Tendril Link period from 3 seconds to 5 seconds. So more healing over time, more bonus health. Jeff is going to be back on top. Probably, maybe. I don't know, probably not. But he will be much, much more useful with Venom. So I'm pretty excited to see that. That's a pretty nice set of characters at this point to have a Venom, Hela, and Jeff. Because you can pretty much lean fully into dive with that, or you can really kind of have a nice mixed comp. You're going to get a shield, you can get a, there's a lot to play with there. I like that. Overall, I think this has been a pretty solid patch. Tell me what you think about the patch notes. Let me know who you think is the biggest winner, biggest loser in the comments. Follow for more information on the upcoming Season 3, and I will see you on the battlefield July 11th. Peace.